Hey, do you want to get disgustingly rich while your customers drink themselves to death? What about making a bar so terrible and vile that even Grimm himself will never visit? In this video, I'll show you how to make a very special bar in Sims 4. One day, in a city long forgotten, Victor Hemlock, a hero of our story, found an old mixology handbook where he saw a drink that captivated his attention, called Beetle Juice. Beetle Juice is a drink like no other. It has one very unique, very fatal property. Any sim that consumes it 3 times in a row will instantly die. There is no headstone, no warning, not even appearance from the Grimm. That sim is gone forever. So how can we produce this majestic drink? To create a single beetle juice, we need beetles from an insect farm. And we need mixology level 10. Combining the two, we'll have the ability to craft a drink at a mixology station, which makes it tedious and extremely annoying to craft. And keep in mind, each sim requires 3. We need a way to mass produce beetle juice. And I know just the way to do it, but it requires a little bit of magic. And this is where Victor Hemlock, an up-and-coming mixologist, learns that he can use duplication magic to mass produce beetle juice. But to do this, Victor has to travel to magical realm and become a sorcerer. No time to waste, we have beetle juice to make. As soon as we spawn, we open phone book and go to Glimmerbrook. To reach magical realm, we need to go through a portal. Portal is located really close to Glimmerbrook Watch. So let's take a quick jog. And the portal is here. Let's go. Welcome to the magical realm. We need to find a sage. Oh, and this is Simeon, the sage of practical magic. We can ask him to turn us into a sorcerer. I was born ready. Let's go. We're not sorcerer just yet. We have to run a fetch quest. Collect 7 magical motes. Yoink, 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 yoink. 3 more and we're done. Magical modes are delivered and we are officially a spellcaster. You are a wizard, Harry. Let's check our spellbook, shall we? What we need is practical magic. First spell we need, called Repario. It both repair items and improve the quality of the item. We will actively use the spell, turn our beetle juice into an exceptional beetle juice. Another amazing spell, Delicioso. It has 2 functions. First, it creates food from thin air. A second, less known property of the spell, that it can turn a spoiled food item into a fresh food item, which means our beetle juice will never get spoiled. And let me introduce you to the best spell in the game. Copypasto will create an identical copy of an item. Combination of Repario, Delicioso, and Copypasto will give us unlimited amount of forever fresh, excellent beetle juice. And it is a time for the most boring part of this challenge, the skill grind. One of the quickest way to get sorcerer XP is by abusing sages. Sages can do one of 3 things. Ask for magical training, which is help you with practicing magic. Ask to teach practical magic, which will provide you a spell. And ask to teach a potion recipe, which will provide you a potion and a recipe. To increase success chance in social interactions, let's brush our teeth, groom ourselves, and try convincing Simeon to teach us some magic. Unfortunately, Simeon refuses to teach me the magic. I have to improve relationship first, which is not really a problem. Let's create special magical club, invite Simeon there, and force positive social interactions. Just a friendly magical club without any ulterior motive. What I noticed with clubs and magical realm is that characters in the magical realm never go home, sleep, or do anything else. If you want to gain an obscene amount of points for your club, use magical realms. After hours and hours of harassment, Simeon finally gave up and taught me a Repario. And I also reached a level of Neophyte. I use my first talent point to take Experimenter. It increases XP gain when experimenting or practicing. After a million years of begging, annoying and harassing Simeon, he finally agrees to help me with my magical practice. Duels are a great way to gain XP. Also a great way to get a magical curse. Now what follows is a routine of guided magical practice followed by magical duels. I recommend using friendly duels. Winning or losing does not matter, as in the end we will receive XP. I have enough points for friendly bonus. Friendly bonus increases the chance of successful social interactions between club members. The general logic with potions, we collect all the potions, wait until we get Copypasto, and then make unlimited amount of potions. Another useful club perk for us is a mixology boost. It increases XP gain in mixology skill during club gathering. Another duel, another practice. Congratulations, we're Acolyte. 1 level remains. For our new abilities, let's take Discharge. It gives you an active ability to once per day fully deplete your magical battery. And we add on top Power Shunt. It significantly decreases amount of surge we generate by casting spells. And another duel. And this time, Victor got another curse. A curse of unwarranted hostility. Another training session. After losing another duel, Victor finally reaches the level of Adept. Together with a new level, we have 2 additional points to spend on our spellcaster skill tree. First skill to take is Spectral Reach. It gives us an ability to cast spells at a distance. It is a mandatory perk because Sims get stuck when they see someone casting a spell. But it's not a problem if we cast spells while standing at the edge of the lot. Next perk we need to take is Practical Practicality, which guarantees success if we have no surge, and then significantly decreases failure chance if we are overcharged or charged. And we are gonna be charged all the time. As soon as you reach level of Adept, just practice magic until you discover Copypasta. Congratulations, we finally got Copypasta. Let's use it for its intended purpose, an item duplication. Let's duplicate a potion of Plentiful Needs. Abracadabra. Wow. And we have a copy. We can duplicate most of the small items. Let's quickly chug a potion of Plentiful Needs. It will restore all our team's needs. Let's also chug a potion of Curse Cleansing, so we can finally get rid of all of our annoying curses. We have the spells, we have the perks, we have the potions, we have everything we need, so it's time to go home. Welcome to Bargain's Bend, our sweet, sweet home. It's time for us to open our first bar. Let's create a bar, we'll call it Last Drink. Customers will be able to do 2 things. Drink bar drinks and buy items. What items are we gonna sell? Bar drinks. This is the main gimmick. Customers can only order generic drinks from the bar, but they can consume all drinks. The way we'll provide drinks for our customers is using refrigerated displays. And we're officially open. Our first client, welcome. To significantly accelerate skill gain, I'm gonna be chugging the potion of Nimble Mind all the time. Don't forget, I have unlimited amount of potions. I get carried away trying to duplicate as much as possible, which caused Victor to explode. As long as we do not explode again while the Mudet is active, we're fine. In the early game, I'm in the business of selling food instead of selling drinks, because drinks are super cheap. I need some help in my bar, so I decided to summon Brunhilde. She is a free maid from Paranormal Stuff Pack, but to summon her, we need to reach level 3 in medium skill. Ultimate Sims 4 tip for you. Always make sure your trash can sits in a closed room. This will prevent your customers or guests from knocking over your trash can. Consider buying a dishwasher or 2. They're gonna save your employees so much time. And mixology level 3, let's go. I need a backup for Brunhilde when she despawns, so I decided to hire a range hand. Range hand does exactly the same job as an employee, but costs less. Another level in mixology, level 4, our patrons. Wait, is that a king? Victor is serving drinks to the customers. If you add bar stools to your bar, customers will sit at the bar, and there will be different interesting interactions between patrons and bartender. After reaching mixology level 5, it's time for us to start making real money. The way we're gonna achieve this is by mass producing diet cocktails and selling them at refrigerated displays. First, we need to create a vault. Vault is a refrigerated display locked in a private room where we will store our first drink. This way, we'll always have a backup. Our first expensive drink, diet cocktail. First, we place it in a vault, then we cast Copypasta, and now we have a duplicate. $2.25 for a single glass, and now we can offer it to a client. First level of small business, the only option we have is leaving a tip. Time to mass produce some drinks. But wait, there is an important piece of information regarding Copypasta. As you notice, we're casting spells, and instead of receiving a single drink, we receive 2 additional drinks. To achieve this, you need to be charged. Let's quickly stock the bar. The bar is ready for business. Standing a bar is a comedy of itself. Characters can move around, cast spells, eat, drink, and do who knows what else. While potions are amazing, you need to be careful. Drinking potions will increase your magical surge. I went from charged to overcharged. We are in the dangerous area. If you're wondering why customers look so strange, this is due to Diet Cocktail's unique property. It diets customers, which is also a visual proof of customers actually drinking the drinks. We reached level 6 in mixology. Because we're bordering overcharged state, time for us to discharge our magical battery. Discharge ability has a cooldown, but it will fully deplete your magical battery. Our duplication bar finally started making some money. After selling only 11 drinks, we earned 2,400 simoleons. Now, with the core setup of the bar ready, I want to fully focus on grinding the last mixology skills. And I will be abusing our favorite thing, magical clubs. Back in the magical section, I chose mixology skill boost, but it only works if club gathering is active. A combination of mixology skill boost perk in our club and a potion of nimble mind breaks skill gain. We level up so quickly that the game failed to register and give us a notification. We gained 1 level at 7 o'clock in the morning. At 11 o'clock in the morning, we got level 8 in mixology. At 1 p.m, we became a master in spellcasting. And Victor got overloaded. Can you all please leave the bathroom? I need to take a shower. We got 2 more talent points. We can take Master Caster and knowledge is magic. Magical overload only lasts like 4 to 6 hours, which is barely an inconvenience. We gained level 9 in mixology skill at 8 PM, and at 10 PM we reached level 10 in mixology skill. As you saw, the speed is insane. Because we finally reached mixology level 10, we have an option, a recipe, to craft Beetle Juice. And now you see on the screen summary of the last day of our generic bar. We sold 43 drinks, made 11,000 simoleons. We made pitiful 200 simoleons serving customers at a bar. It's just comedy. And in total, we made 13,000 simoleon. With Beetle Juice recipe in our hands, we can finally transition towards making an actual Beetle Juice bar. First step towards making a Beetle Juice bar is, well, creating a Beetle Juice itself. First, we buy insect farm. Then we click on an insect farm and select farm beetles. It costs us 15 simoleons. After approximately 24 hours, we select insect farm and choose the option to collect beetle nugget. And now we have a single item of beetle nuggets. With a beetle in our hand, we can click on a bar and select make a drink. And there we can craft Beetle Juice. Victor is flexing his skills while creating the first ever Beetle Juice in our bar. And finally, we have our first Beetle Juice. It has a sexy puke color, made by Victor Hemlock, quality normal. In our establishment, we do not serve normal quality drinks. Let's improve the quality by casting Repario. Repario. Look, excellent quality. And now let's quickly cast Copy Pasto. Copy Pasto. Wait, where is it? Ah, on the floor. And now we have two excellent Beetle Juices in our possession. A perk Practical Practicality does not protect us from failures when we are charged. But if we are charged, we'll create two copies of an item. We'll be serving the drinks using a kitchen displays instead of a bar. Let's mass produce Beetle Juice so we can open a bar to see if customers will actually consume it. And it's time to greet our first customer, Vanessa Young. Vanessa immediately went to a display, bought a drink, took a seat at a bar, and will she consume it? Okay, Vanessa, you can stop complaining. And Vanessa indeed consumed Beetle Juice. The only question remains is, will a customer buy a drink 3 times in a row and drink themselves to death? Okay, Vanessa is buying her second drink. She's gonna drink it as well. Yes, it does seem like Vanessa intends to drink another Beetle Juice. I will speed up the footage a little bit so we can get straight to the point. And it seems like Vanessa wants another drink. Will she buy it? Vanessa bought another drink. It is her third drink. So what's gonna happen now? Let's see. Victor got preoccupied with casting spells and he's gonna explode right now. But ignore him. All focus on Vanessa. And it looks like Vanessa feeling unwell. What's gonna happen? Oh no, Vanessa died. And look, there is no Grim, there is no headstones, there is nothing. Vanessa just gone. Our first customer in the last drink just died. While it's fun to play around with our first victim, we have things to do. And here is a summary of first day selling Beetle Juice. We were open for 13 hours and we sold 29 drinks and gained in profit 5,600 simoleons. While the bar works as intended, I still want to optimize the process. First, we want customers to drink as much as possible. And second, we want customers to stay as long as possible. I begin by removing entrance fees and lowering the prices. Then I target specific customers. Customers we need for this challenge are foodies and gluttons, as they will consume more food items, which includes bar drinks. Now, to entice our customers to stay longer, we're missing a crucial skill called Irresistible Scent. Located at the top of small business skill tree, it forces customers to stay longer in our business. Quick summary from Tuesday, where I earned 10,000 simoleons just by selling drinks. And finally, everything is ready. It's time for us to open the bar and let the mayhem begin. Don't worry, it's gonna be absolutely diabolical. It is Friday, 5 o'clock in the morning. In the last drink, we will have 3 employees, a butler, and Brunhilde. Our kitchen displays are full of Beetle Juice, and let's say hello to our first customers. For customers to actually die, they have to drink the Beetle Juice 3 times in a row. For some reason, Victor decided to sing or practice singing, or attempting singing in front of the customers, which caused customers to drink even more. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, nothing particularly interesting happened so far. Clients do drink drinks, while Victor constantly making new drinks. Real challenge is to keep the production going. You might even consider using 2 characters to duplicate twice as much. Let's speed up the time a little bit so we can get to the main action. And it seems like we have our first victim. It is our customer, Romeo Monti. It is almost 11 AM. It took around 4 hours to get our first victim. I decided to kick out Romeo Monti because he keeps taking drinks from the stand and drinking them, and then pissing on the floor. Also, he keeps distracting customers. Can you please kick him out? Go away. After unpleasant interactions with Monty, Victor decided to create a new rule in the bar. There will be no loitering in the bar from ghosts, spirits, jinns, and any conjured being that does not have a wallet. I made a quick redesign of the bathroom. Seems we're not using stalls as they supposed to. I jumped to 3 PM as nothing interesting was happening. It is just a loop of customers coming, buying, drinking, and doing nothing of interest, outside of leaving a bunch of garbage, as always. This customer is gonna die right now, and I for some reason decided to build. Capturing someone dying in this challenge is not that easy. And the second victim is Ukupanipo, a young adult customer with a mohawk. Only 3 PM and 2 deaths already. Meanwhile, for the whole day, Victor is casting copypasta, explodes while sitting in the bathroom and taking constant bathroom breaks. After spending dozens and dozens of hours casting spells and using magic, I can confidently tell you that magical overload is a nothing burger. Just get overload, explode, wait for 6 hours, do it again. Maybe do a discharge or 2. Very lovely shot of customers enjoying the drinks while someone is dying in the background. And who is the victim this time? It is Vivian Lewis. 5 PM, victim number 3. Wait, hold on, another victim. Victim number 4. Eric Lewis. Oh my god, Eric Lewis as well. Eric is a son of Vivian. I just killed mother and son one after another. Oh, wait. I didn't kill anybody. I did not offer them any drinks, neither a gift nor force them to buy one. Let's speed up the timeline again. And it seems like we got another victim. Danny Davila, young adult customer. 5 PM, 5 deaths. It looks like it takes time for customers to consume enough drinks for it to be fatal. Morning was really slow, but second part of the day, not bad. And it seems like we got another victim coming. Hugo Villarreal, a member of Upper Crusts. Quick time jump forward to 6:50 PM, where another customer, Raj Rasoya, drank himself to death. It almost like every hour a customer dies. Brunhilda going home after her shift. You know, the normal stuff. Undead taking a public transport to go home. I casually forgot to kick all the ghosts out. Victor is hiding in the bathroom again, and then exploding again. Time jump to 10 PM, where it seems like we have another victim. Juliet Monty, part of the Monty family. Wait, Monty? Juliet and Romeo were married and had a son. Wait a minute, this is Romeo and Juliet. I poisoned Romeo and Juliet. This challenge is cursed. And we have Felix Hoffman, who is taking Beetle Juice into the bathroom and dying, of course. What is the best place to die? Is a bathroom in some really disgusting bar. 11 PM, we have 9 victims. And just so you understand, there is no cheats involved, because if you use cheats, they won't have a cup. The glass that ghosts hold after the death is a separate object. A quick jump to 1 AM. Alina Hammer is sitting at the table with no pants. Victor keeps spamming copypasta, because again, customers continue to drink in massive amounts. And here something truly cursed happened. Jacob was T-posing and then teleported, while also T-posing. I think the game had enough of my shenanigans at this point. Alina without her pants, Jacob T-posing. Let's crank the speed dial. And we get another victim, Karen, at 2:21 AM. They are our first fairy victim. I was so preoccupied with Jacob that I failed to notice another victim. Victim number 11, Ava Harjo, and member of our own magical club. This challenge is absolutely cursed. We killed member of our own club. We killed mother and son. We killed 2 lovers. And because I am myself extremely clumsy, I accidentally misclicked, and instead of copy-pasting a drink, I decided to cast fire spell on it. And because of that, there is a fire in the bar. Alina and Jacob is completely bugged. Even fire does not disrupt their atmosphere. And a rapid montage of the last hour before closing. And the last drink is officially closed for today. We served 40 clients, 11 of them died. Mortality rate in our bar was more than 25%. We sold 55 drinks and earned almost 5,000 simoleons. Our profits were halved due to us being on a sale. We also got 46 tips, and in total, in a day, we earned 4,300 simoleons. In conclusion, I think our Beetle Juice bar was a tremendous success. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. But wait, I have a special offer for you. If you subscribe right now, Victor will finally stop spitting in your coffee every morning. And if you want to build a laundromat where you can steal customer clothes in your sleep, check the video on your screen. See you in the next one. Cheers!